And we are back. There's some construction work going on in the home, so it might interfere with this record. Let's see what. Yes, there it is. 20 culture, that is perfect for what we intend to do. In there, see what's out here. So, show you the simple 1, 2, 3. I should get 6 cities in here. That is going to be absolutely perfect. Now, contrary to what you might think, I am not going to start with piety as the tenets here, policies, I'm sorry, do not have much in this game, because we are going to get Stonehenge wonders, and because we have the rule here, we do not need extra bits for buildings to found our religion and enhance it. So instead we are going to go liberty, which will allow us to expand much further and get all this land settled and worked. City, another ruin. We still haven't met any AI, which is also good. And that means that I have still 6 turns left. Yes, we will go to the work first. So Stonehenge will have to wait for a few more turns. One more population, that means us city tree, which is actually quite easy at this point. That cuts them into 7, also important. And it seems that there is not much going on this continent. We are completely down south, which means that there is probably a passage here, which will not. So, what happens is our first settlement will be here, get Lulu, and the second one will just block the progress of whatever AI is doing. So let's start exploring the sector. Combine more luxuries that help keep the happiness up, even though we shouldn't need much happiness with all the religious buildings going on. Now, let's see. Who we got? If we are going to need any money. So, quite unfortunate we have this diagram for ourselves that would make it just far too easy. Have the spearmen deal with the barbarians. And the calendar, go mining to work the salt, and indeed we are alone. That is quite unfortunate. Perhaps we are missing a piece of land on this side. Hope so, because if we are really alone, that would make it just too easy to win. Our work is almost done. We'll start with salt, and then I will actually continue on to masonry to get the marble work, which will cut down our wonders. Go there, Republic. more. I think we will let him join the blood camp for some extra gold. And now we can start working on Stonehenge, which will take us 19 turns. That's not too bad. Waiting 4 turns to start working that. Okay. I'll just heal up. Now Stonehenge is giving us 5 faith, and our 7th year is going to give 6 faith turn, which means that we will have religion in about 20 turns after Stonehenge is gone. That puts us at around turn 60 for first religion, and that is just I will settle on the hill here. That means we can put another city there and another over there, which is nice because the more cities we expand, the better. As you can see, I am completely not worried about barbarians. They can come that it's not important. It's very unlikely steal overfish local, and then they just build out these chains. I'm going to look at this style because I should have you can see that this style has been purchased. And now they brought some archers, which I'll take care of those first. Let's go. Now they are already at 2. And as you may know, you cannot gain more XP than level 3 from barbarians, so he is almost maxed on them, and we should not keep attacking barbarian camps unless we need to, for that purpose alone. Barbarians, I usually leave them up until the city-states start asking me to move them, which will give us a sizable amount of influence, just because I don't think it's worth the effort most of the time. See, I could have done archery and then built an archer just fix up the barbarian invasions, but I don't think that is worth the time at all. And as you can see now, we have to start growing because our fleet has run out. We only have +1, but that will be fixed as soon as I get this assault rate. After this one is done, I will likely go into marble for the rest of the production. Archer is the most nothing. Just there and here. As you can see, the land is not done here, but it actually continues, which is great because it forms a natural border to villages back here, which means that we will not get into any war at all for at least a few thousand years. I expect the first conflict But about the modern age with this much land to spread on, if any conflict comes at all. You continue and we can keep exploring. 9 turns to go. Let's see what's out here. And now we have 1 turn to go on assault, which means that we can click it to have that done. And it stays the same for growth and production, but not at all the same for other purposes. You can sell it immediately 1 turn earlier if you do this and have already met an AI, which we will do immediately as soon as we meet one. We will sell it for 6 gold per turn. And in 4 turns we will get our first settler from Liberty. I will be working this tile first since it seems much more productive than the other one. And still no AIs anywhere to be seen. As you noticed, I don't mind waiting to expand a little until such time as we have a decent population in our capital. Preferably, I would like it to go size 6 or 7 settlers, as that will mean that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 very good tiles. And also, as you can see, I'm still not writing because the technological disadvantage on emperors is completely irrelevant. That is most inconvenient. I will probably die to the backswing of the archers if I stay here, so I will be going back up here to heal a little, and if they follow, then they will die. Ah, here is Washington.
The people of the United States of America welcome you.
He does not have gold.
I'm listening.
1 for an embassy, which I will do, and we continue our exploration. Next turn we get our settlers, FS4, he will go here. Now, that's what I feared. It's going to be very dangerous, so keeping the barbarians. But that should not be a problem. They will be here. 3. Wait. 2. The set goes there, and another natural wonder, another point of happiness, and now we are about ready to start going up.
武勇の誉れ高き殿にご挨拶を申し上げたく、さらに公正かつ公平なる連携を
On deity, by now they would have about 20 to 30 gold per turn, so $7. Much easier. There. Sit. way. And they might come. Which is very easy. Oh, that's just. And this is this. They might turn into zippers, but that's actually not. There is Stonehenge, barbarians, and spearmen. Archers. Easy enough, and our plan is still to go there, but this time with the secret. We will have to wait for a little while. We are going to go to back granaries and we can go really quickly with all the deer around. They've decided to use a quick one just it is not, which means that we can kill one and this does slow us down a bit, but it should not matter too much. It just makes me wish I could. Alright, let's see what we will take. Actually, it does not matter too much, but to boost our fate, we can go one with nature, which is quite good. Or we can go messenger of the gods, which is also really good for cities that we can tend to do. However, since our fate is already pretty good, I will be going for happiness, as that allows us to expand even more. The scout can first you will and that and then. Oh, as you can see, I'm moving this way because I don't intend to keep working this tile. But next turn I will move here and work that one for a turn, and then move there and work and repair that, and then move back here. This way I only waste one movement point, and the total sum of working these will be more than if I move here, waited a turn, and then repair it. It's a small trick. It's not always useful, but in this case I want to have it all improved, and the marble is actually. Let's see what's next. We will be going for writing and see if we can actually still make a shot at the great library, though I doubt it. Goes there. Up. And we will settle our second city, and we can immediately block Europe, and now we are in Greenfield. First thing we will be building here is the monument, tiles, and then after that we should be ready to unlock piety and ancient shrines. Turns, heal, and ancient. See, this is one more turn. I will just complete it. And then
I trust you are a friend to liberty. Proceed.
I'll just take the force
Very well.
so that I can buy something useful. And I will sell the other one to Oto Naga. Scout. My next city will be around here, just so that the AIs don't get the idea that this is really simple. There. And you can start building pyramids. Not that I need them, but what else? Building another set. Let's just do so. Tiles. 2 turns. That one is good. Now, one of the most common mistakes that people make is to focus on this and this list. It is really not a good indication of anything. Sometimes an AI can have a score of 3000 or 4000 and you can have a score of 500 and still be winning the game. So you shouldn't be looking too much at this. Many wonders have very little value and they blind you to what's actually important. If you want to know what's actually important, you should go here, additional information, and look at the demographics. Here there is a list of ranks that is much more indicative of what's really important. And you can see here that we are behind on literacy. We are behind on approval, which is happiness. Soldiers, we are behind, but that's normal since we have no military units. But we are ahead in some other things like property, manufactured goods, GDP. And these two stats are very important in the early game as they indicate how much production you have and how fast your city is growing. Very well. Now we will in the bar camp. Yes, win and preparing set.
おう進めよ
So lots of units. Makes it harder for us to sell our salt. Nothing ever goes my way. And there goes the Great Light Britain Partnership, which again is not important. We will be going south to clear whatever walking is here machines. Now, in 7 turns, we will be going to population 6. And I think I will wait for the pyramids to finish before starting the settlers round. That might allow us to get that quiet policy in, and we are well on our way already to get out. religion. Just 14 turns. Which coincides with building pyramids. Another lucky coincidence. There we go. South. Yeah, he can't stay here. What is our plan for the next step? We need to get up the theology for the Fate Wonders. That will allow us to do some spreading, which will be quite good. Although I do not intend to spread my faith to the other religions, just to myself and the city-states. Nevertheless, we will be going philosophy, and in fact no, we will be going bronze working to do iron and then philosophy. Of course after the travel is done, no, bronze working first. Bronze working, crafting, philosophy. I keep forgetting the deer. Very well. Our skip is ready to continue his exploration. And the barbarians decided that it was not worth attacking me and taking this first, which is a wise decision.